right, so here we are again, Starbuck on the Move. Again, I like to do these because I like to interview people that are either coming up in business in their communities, but to get down to the intricacies of different business tactics or experiences in people's lives. So here I am with...
I'm Brandon Quaid. This is Quaid Harley Davidson, Loma Linda. We also have Temecula Harley Davidson. It's a family-run business. My dad and his three brothers and myself.
It's your family's business.
It is, yeah.
This scenario is a little bit different. Brandon Quaid and I have been friends for a long time.
Long time, yeah.
Really good friends. We've fought together, trained together.
Yeah, martial arts. And
for many years, ridden Harley Davidsons, probably over 50,000 miles together.
We've been all over California, that's for sure.
One thing that I like to do is, obviously in life, you want to surround yourself around good people. And Brandon Quaid has not only been a good friend of mine, but he also's family owns 2 Harley Davidson stores. As a young man growing up with your family in the auto industry, what was that like?
Well, when I was young, it was something because my family owned Quaid Imports, and if you're from Riverside, Inland Empire area, back in the early 80s, we were the largest car dealership on the West Coast. At one point, my family had 23 different car lines. So, it wasn't named Riverside Imports, it was Quaid Imports, so it was my last name. Sure. So my family was smart enough to brand our name in the beginning. And but growing up as a young kid, it was interesting. People, took you the right way and the wrong way all the time.
I think that there's something to be said with a family that's had business. And do you feel there's a sense of wisdom that comes with a few generations of business?
No question. I mean, growing up from your teens to your 20s, working with your family. You're so young and ambitious, and you got so many ideas, and you don't realize how much your ideas cost, the actual dollars. With ideas in business comes money, and when you're young and ambitious, you think every one of your ideas is the right one.
It's not.
And rightfully so. You learn the hard way,
Sure.
But luckily, being in a family's business that had been around this long, you learn to. You're fortunate to have them behind you because they've done it and they've made the mistakes before you have to make them, because mistakes cost you big dollars in these businesses. So.
What's the hottest bike right now?
You got a couple. You got this the new Iron. It's a 883, all flat black. Every motor's flat black. You can buy this bike. It's the least expensive bike. I'm not going to tell you the price because you're going to have to come in and find out. But because I'm going to...
I would call that like a call to action.
Yeah, right.
Can you just get your daughter?
But, that would be but the number one selling bike in the world is Harley Davidson, and that's a Street Glide. But Harley Davidson owns every CC in every market and every age division. So if you're to say, what's the number one motorcycle in the world, is Harley Davidson. And inside our models, there's a few that are on top of the list, but those are a couple examples.
Very cool. One of the reasons that I enjoy doing this is because I like to share that other people have different stories. And different things happen in business where we can maybe relate with other people. The fortunate thing about hanging out with Brandon is this is also a story about being a young entrepreneur inside your family's business. And I think that you're at that point now where I think you have maybe some ownership in the company. You've now become an owner.
Yeah.
What was the feeling going from I work for my family to now I'm an owner? Do you think that there was a transition for you?
Well, I would think you have to ask a lot of young guys that grew up in a family's business, because their transition wasn't that big for me, because I've always looked at family business as my own anyway. So it's not that, to me it's just a title. But I've been getting up the same way every day my whole life, so it wasn't that I'm an owner now. It's just, it's just a matter of it's the next step in the evolution of time, I guess, right? So that's what you got to do. You got to grow, and my family's getting older, and they want to retire, and but I'm here. So.
Well, anyways, Brandon Quaid here, and Jason Starbuck, Starbuck on the Move, and you can always check out also On the Move Marketing. again, a very close friend of mine. You get to kind of see the insides of a Harley Davidson dealership, which is a lot of fun. And other than that, man, Brandon's a pretty cool dude, and come down and check these guys out. And that's normal if you come in, actually. But anyways, thanks a lot, guys. StarbuckOnTheMove.net, and we'll get you guys on the next one. See you.
Thank you.
Hey, you want to arm wrestle?
You want to lose?
Let's go.
Let's go here.